I just pulled up here. This guy pulled off the whole front end clip.
Of what, Nick?
Looks like we're about to pull out this engine of this BMW E46 M3.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're getting ready to pull out the S54 and start tearing it apart, you know, so we can get it all stripped down, rebuilt, and cleaned up for the E30. But right now we're doing all the boring work. Took apart the whole radiator support, radiator, AC, as much as I can up front to make it easier, because we're gonna pull it out through the front instead of through the top. We don't even have to remove the hood, which is gonna be good. It's gonna be super easy and simple. We haven't done anything on the bottom yet. We're just trying to work out everything from the top. Even if I got this motor running, there are so many leaks, so much things that need to be worked on. You can see all the corrosion everywhere. Look how bad it is back here. So there's a lot of things that I need to clean up, so it's probably good I didn't even get it started. I just, you know, might as well rebuild it. I feel like the biggest pain right now that we're dealing with is trying to remove this harness. Look at the way they ran this harness through the back of the brake booster. I removed all the one-time clamps off of the intake manifold. We're gonna be popping this off and seeing the throttle bodies for the first time. I knew I removed everything. Hey, look at the inside.
My bad, sorry.
What's funny is they're all yellow, right? And they're all little velocity stacks in there. That's what Jimmy Oaks used on his S52. He just used those little velocity stacks sticking out. Look at how tiny these throttle bodies are. I mean, given it's 1 per cylinder, obviously they're gonna be small, but these are pretty sick. And it's all driven by this little motor down here. I feel like S54 swaps are way more difficult to swap into an E30, which is why not a lot of people do it. Aside from the price point, S54s in general are just a little bit finicky because you have to make sure everything's perfect. The vanos is very sensitive, the throttle bodies are very sensitive, but if you get everything down and you take your time with it, these are insane motors and one of the best BMW motors ever made. Check out how mint the interior is. It is for sale because I want to buy anything off the E46 M3 aside from the motor. Hopefully they're not sold by the time I upload this video, but check out the cinnamon interior. The passenger seat is literally like a 9 out of 10. The driver one does have some wear and tear just on the side bolstering, but aside from that, it's actually really clean, along with the back seat panels and the rear panels. Like, look at how mint these are. This whole interior is so clean. Imagine if they fit on the E30. These would actually look really nice in the E30. I just feel like it wouldn't fit the boxy look, and they are pretty big. But if they could fit, who knows? There are two colors that I'm deciding for the E30 interior. It's either gonna be this cinnamon color or just a flat black from Napa, just like the original black leather. Hey, let's go. Really? Respect. Bro, okay, we gotta do it again. Bro, why are you so tired, bro?
Bro, I got an adult job, bro.
I know, you're adulting. How does it feel? Yeah.
Feels not good, bro.
Yeah.
Feels not good, bro. I want to be young and dumb forever.
Bro, I'm tired too. I just came back from the gym.
It's alright.
Munzer's buying my old motor. Hell yeah. You're gonna buy a long time ago.
Redlined it before, so.
Yes, you have. If it blows up, it's on him, bro.
Man, I'm gonna be like, I got static Danny's engine, bro. I got static.
This is Reeves' engine, bro.
This is Reeves M54.
Yeah, he put the cam sensor in.
Yeah, bro.
That was a thing, huh?
That was the thing, bro. I want to talk about it. You want to go see the M3, bro?
I do want to go see the M3.
We're gonna pull this out tomorrow. Nick and I at like 8 in the morning.
These are so freaking funny looking.
I know. That's why I'm gonna have trumpets. The thing is, like, we bought this car for super cheap, and I just wanted the motor.
Is this on top of the paint?
Yeah, it's plasti dip.
Oh.
Look at it.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
I don't know, bro. This car was clapped, bro. I bought the most clapped E46. I don't know what's shadier, the car itself or how we're gonna be pulling out the motor. Engine's about to be pulled. The only issue that we're dealing with right now is that it's in a very shady position. There's a bracket for the water pump that holds the motor, and then there's an area on the block to pull it off from the rear. With those two, we're able to lift the motor. However, we don't have the front bracket. It didn't come with the car, and I'm not gonna be spending money on it to try to pull it out. So we're using a seat belt, which is an old trick that everybody uses.
Like a Sasquatch.
Those are the greedy politicians.
We got Joe Biden flying in right now.
Out of all the motors I've ever worked on, this motor has been the biggest bitch to remove, even with the front radiator support off. Obviously, we're not looking at repair instructions or looking up how to do it. We're just doing it based on our knowledge. But there are so many things that are attached to it, and there's so many things you have to like tweak. And right now, it's hitting the rack and pinion, it's hitting the steering shaft. That's how you pull an S54, boys. The hard way, not even the easy way, bro. We just finished cleaning up. It's starting to get windy outside, so we're gonna be removing the transmission real quick, putting the S54 on the engine stand, and then you guys will see it once it's already set up, so we can actually take a look at the condition, and hopefully we don't find any surprises. You know what you remind me of?
What?
When I'm watching you drink, looking outside in the sky. Thanos. When he's done doing what he needs to be done, bro.
What'd he do?
I don't know, I think he just killed like a million people.
That sounds about right.
But he was just sitting there, looking at the sky.
Drinking a beer?
I don't know what he was doing, I don't remember. Probably. But he was just enjoying himself.
Coors Light, Blue Mountains, nice and cold.
There it is, brothers. The motor's out. And I did spray the engine bay a little bit, but it's still really dirty. I should have degreased it, but if I spent around like 5 to 10 grand restoring it, it would have probably been tits. But the only thing is that it's just not worth it to me, especially because it's salvaged. If I was to own an M3, I would want it to be clean title. It's my dream car, I might as well have it the way I want it to be. We're gonna be selling the hood today. Someone's coming like 5 hours away to pick that thing up. I have a bunch of parts for sale inside the car. CSL carbon fiber trunk, and LED tail lights, M3 exhaust, a bunch of stuff. So if you guys want anything from this car, I'll try to clean it up as much as I can, but that's pretty much it. 2JZ it or what?
Probably K24.
Ooh, hell yeah,
Single
brother.
cam too.
You're not down to single cam swap an E46 M3
Why not?
and make more power than an S54.
Why not?
All the haters
Can
be
be
mad,
done.
bro. We'll just put Junior's engine in it.
Yeah. Like. Yeah. You don't need his truck.
Or the 2JZ that we have inside. Yeah, let's do that.
No.
Let's go check out that S54 and see if we find anything. I'm not gonna tear it apart today, but we got some pretty good things coming for the Continental too. We ordered a bunch of stuff for his new motor. Give you guys some details on that later, but been ordering shit, getting it ready to be swapped in eventually, right, John? What a unit, bro.
Pretty cool.
It's a lot of stuff though on it, huh? Like
Yeah.
it's very different than an M54 that I'm used to, or even an M52, because I believe these are based off of the S50s, not the M54, because it's an iron block and just the design's overall different. And there's just so much subtle differences and drastic differences on this motor that there's literally like almost nothing that they share with each other. There's a lot of things going on this motor. There's a lot of things that I have to take apart, so I'm not gonna be taking anything apart today because I need to reevaluate, start taking pictures of everything to know where everything goes, because I'm gonna strip it all down, leave the head on there, so I'm not gonna strip it all the way down. I'm definitely gonna be doing some rod bearings, vanos, all the necessary maintenance items for this motor, and then resealing everything, putting all new seals and gaskets on it. We should make a podcast.
Yeah, would be nice. We should.
And would you just drink on the podcast?
Probably have a beer. Why not? Because that's when I really start talking shit.
I know.
I'll come by, bro. We'll set up a table right here. We'll bring some whiskey. Just
The harness is a lot bigger than a manual harness because it has all the stuff needed for the SMG. I'm not going to be ripping apart this harness trying to figure out what goes where. I am going to be having a custom harness made by Castle Performance. They're going to be making the harness for the E30. I just have to tell them the details. And I'm most likely going to have them make it longer so I can put the harness anywhere inside the interior that I want and tuck it wherever I want, because I want no wire showing, or at least minimal wire showing in the engine bay. As you can tell, so many things are corroded on this thing, so everything's gonna have to be touched. Everything. I'm most likely gonna be painting the engine cover just because these things are super pricey, and I'm sure I can get it down with some plastic paint. It'll look really nice. The thing about M motors or any M cars is you have to pay so much more for parts. Like the same thing, the vanos for this thing $1,800 aftermarket. If you want to go OEM, you're looking at like $3,000. This plastic engine cover, about $1,000. The ITBs, obviously way expensive. Rod bearing kit, about like $800. So there's a lot of things that are gonna start stacking up. So I just have to be as smart as I can because I don't want to spare any expense on this E30. I want to make it really, really nice. Now that I have my dream S54 motor going into the E30, I really have to play my cards right. Ah, fool.
Ready to tear this shit down or what?
This shit looking saucy, bro. That's for the next video, dog. This is just a teaser.
Nah, we're about to tear this shit apart right
I
now.
don't want you to break it, bro. That's the thing.
Tear it apart right now, dog. Let's get it.
We going to the gym today or what? Hey, don't tell me you're going to skip, bro.
I don't think I
Damn,
need it,
fool,
bro.
you're fuck. Chill.
During Thanksgiving, you start bulking season. Thanksgiving, Christmas, so it's November, December,
Winter
January,
season, bro.
February, and then mid-February, at the end of February, you just start cutting a little bit.
I did make a gym channel a couple months ago, remember? John's in it. And yeah, shit did not go anywhere.
Well,
but I'm still working, I know. I'm still working out a lot and the biggest I've ever been, a little bigger than John. So he's gonna catch up pretty soon.
But this guy's the one that motivates me. He's the one that got me into the gym.
This guy, this is fucking jacked, bro.
Bro, I've been going
6 days a
I
week?
can't even tell you how
8 days a week, huh?
to the gym, bro. I was basically born in the gym. And that's why I look like this too. Alright guys, before we end this video, we didn't already end it or anything, but of course it's a 13. I work there. I know that.
What'd you put? You put a 14?
14.
Bozo. Those rags are expensive, bro.
Well, I'm gonna throw them out anyway. Obviously, you know, you buy a motor from a car that's been sitting for 5 years. You gotta know the drain plug is gonna be stripped. So we got our little vice grips here. Yeah, she's coming out rough.
Let's see how bad it is, bro. Everything's looking good so far.
Just those little streaks.
Yeah, those streaks might be metal shavings from the bearings. Everything else looks really clean, but then it's just that little spot. So that means that we're gonna find more stuff out when we start tearing it down, and we'll see what happens. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like actual bearing pieces and bearing material in there, which is good. But I don't know the nature of these things and you know how much they wear and tear, but it does have 158,000 miles. So we're gonna have to rip those rod bearings out and see the condition. And if we see any scoring, really bad scoring, then obviously it's time for a full rebuild. On that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you guys in the next one.